All right. Good afternoon. Welcome to our virtual vinyasa. If you are watching the recording, thanks for joining, and also want to acknowledge taking time for you, whether you're coming back to this later today or on the weekend. It is no small feat to take some time for yourself, and I honor that. I see that, and I know sometimes it feels really challenging to just take that time, but you did it, you're here, and now you can relax with me. We're going to come to a seated position on our mats. So if you have a block, I would recommend getting that, or a pillow works as well. Otherwise, you can just sit right directly on your mat. And just going to take a moment to drop in here. Drawing down the eyes. Rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. Big inhale into the belly. Exhale, audible sigh. Let it go. Big inhale, expanding the belly, the ribs, the chest. Exhale, letting it out. One last time together. Inhale deep into the belly, expanding the ribs, the chest. And exhale, audible sigh. Letting it go. Just breathing on your own time. Noticing if you're holding tension in the face, in the jaw, the neck, anywhere that's clenching. Just letting that area soften using the breath. Breathing into those spaces of stickiness, and on the exhale, as if you're blowing out a candle, letting it all go. Just arriving in the space, taking a moment before our practice today, acknowledging yourself for getting on the mat and taking this time for you. I invite you to set a sankalpa. If that resonates for you, this is our intention. This may be something you take into your practice over the next 30 minutes, over the weekend, the month, whatever resonates for you. But setting that intention, planting that seed. And once you have arrived at your intention, taking a big inhale, bringing the arms up overhead, bringing the palms together, exhale, hands down to heart center, and bowing the head gently in to seal that intention for your practice. Letting the hands fall to the side. Just do some gentle neck rolls this afternoon, to get started. And as you're breathing today, focusing on your Ujjayi breath. This is our ocean sounding breath, our yogic breath. Call it what you want. Essentially, you're breathing deep in through the nose and exhaling through the nose, making a slight restriction in the back of the throat. And it makes that ocean sound. If you're rolling in one direction, switch directions. Just again, noticing where it may feel sticky. Your eyes can be open or closed here. And on the next inhale, coming through center, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down one last time. All right, let's get some movement going. Inhale, arms come overhead, keeping space between the ears and the shoulders. Exhale, right arm comes behind. We're going to kickstand the arm. Left hand comes to the right knee. Nice tall spine here. And exhale, twist a little deeper. Beautiful. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, twist a little deeper, bringing the gaze over the right shoulder. Holding here for a moment, really feeling a nice stretch through the neck. Keeping space. We're not cranking our neck. We're really turning from our core. Awesome. Other side, moving with the breath. Inhale, arms up overhead. Left hand comes behind, kickstanding behind the body. Right hand to the left knee. Twisting, exhale. Big inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, twist a little deeper, bringing the gaze over the left shoulder if that's available. Again, turning from the core, listening to your body. Inhale, come back up through center, bringing the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, like rain, bringing the fingers down to the floor in front of you. Almost like we're going into downward dog arms. So we're going to let the arms extend in front, bringing the ears between the biceps. Maybe the head touches the floor, the third eye making contact. Getting a nice stretch here into the back body. Nice big breath. Exhale, gently walking the hands, pushing yourself up to a seated position. And if you do have a pillow or a block, removing that from underneath. Awesome. Coming into a tabletop position, however you want to get there. Bringing the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Moving through a couple cat-cows. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, push through the pads of the finger. Really curling the spine here. Inhale is to open. Exhale, release. Push through the pads of the fingers, the tops of the feet. Awesome. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. And then just moving the spine into this kind of unwinding motion, letting the neck move in a graceful, supported way that feels good. Closing the eyes here. Doesn't matter what you look like. Noticing where things may feel sticky. Bringing the hips down and back. Coming forward, shifting the weight. Just doing whatever feels good for you. Of course, you can stick to cat-cow as well. One more breath wherever you are. Let it go. Awesome. Inhale, bring the right arm all the way up, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, right arm comes underneath, threading the needle. Left arm comes forward, if that's available. Noticing if the hips get a little out of alignment. Bring them back so they're square to the earth. Ear is on the mat. Left arm is reaching in front, extending. Bringing the left hand back to the face. Push through that left hand. Right arm comes all the way up. Inhale, reaching back. Right arm comes to left foot. Nice open through the front body. Back bend. Inhale, using the core, come back through center. And planting the hands down, switching sides. Inhale, left arm reaches all the way up. Exhale, thread the needle. Left arm comes all the way through. Right arm reaches forward. Ear is on the mat, looking under the right armpit. Noticing if your hips switched, pivoted, bringing them back center to the earth. Planting the right hand back by the face, left arm reaches all the way up. Use the core here. Windmill the arms back, left hand reaching for the right foot this time, right arm reaching back, gentle back bend. Use the core, activate. Right hand comes down, left hand comes down to tabletop. Reaching back into a seated position, bending the toes, and maybe bringing the legs a little closer together. So we're in a nice, gentle seated spot. If this is too intense, which for a lot of us it is, just do one toe at a time and notice how it feels. And just play around with it and shift your weight on and off your feet. You can play around and see what feels more comfortable for you. But really releasing the toes so that they aren't getting stuck. And just noticing how it feels to open up through the back of the feet, because we so rarely do it. Inhale, arms up overhead. Right hand to left elbow, gently bring the left hand all the way back down the middle of the spine, between the shoulder blades, proud chest. Yes, this is a distraction for your feet. Awesome. One more big inhale here. Exhale, arms come overhead, other side. Right hand comes down, left hand to the right elbow, gently pull down. You may start to feel this very intense feeling in your feet. You got this. Yoga is all about finding that edge of discomfort versus pain. If you were in pain, please move. If you're in discomfort, just notice that. Inhale, arms up overhead. Slowly bring the hands down, plant them on the earth, and just gently let the feet release. Tapping the tops of the feet on the earth. Awesome, good stuff. Tucking the toes, coming into our first downward dog. Push the hips up, glutes up, and just gently pedal out the feet here. Most likely your first downward dog of the day. And just noticing again where it may feel sticky, tight, tense, pushing through the pads of the finger, ears, or biceps. Awesome, good stuff. Just gonna roll through some gentle movement here using the breath. Inhale like a wave, come all the way forward into a plank position, bringing the weight over the shoulders, bend the knees, push the glutes back up. Awesome, with the breath. Inhale, come all the way forward. Exhale, bend the knees and push back up. Awesome, keep going through this motion. Inhale, come all the way forward. Exhale, push back up. One last time. Inhale. Exhale. Awesome, meeting back in downward dog. Slowly pedaling out the feet, waking up the back body. Inhale, start to walk the hands back to the feet at the back of the mat. Let the head be heavy. Awesome, bending the knees as much as you need in our first forward fold. Inhale, slowly come up all the way, one vertebrae at a time, bringing the arms up overhead, palms touch, coming down to heart center, closing the eyes. Coming back to the intention we set beginning of class. If you would like to use a mantra for today's class as well, feel free to repeat, I am supported. Feeling the embrace of the earth beneath you, the support on the points of contact on the feet, knowing you are always held. One more big inhale here. Exhale. Let it go. Arms up overhead. Swan dive forward. Moving through a few vinyasas. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, melt down to the earth. Inhale, walk the hands out to a modified plank, dropping the knees. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push to downward facing dog. Inhale, slowly walk the hands back to the feet, letting the head be heavy. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, melt it down. Inhale, slowly, one vertebrae at a time, rise all the way up. Head is last. Hands come together. Exhale, thumbs into heart center. Inhale, two more times, all the way up. Gaze comes to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Exhale, walk all the way forward. Beautiful. Drop the knees down. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push those glutes back up to downward facing dog. Inhale, slowly walk the hands back, coming to your forward fold, letting the head be heavy, bending the knees as much as you need. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze is a foot or so in front. Exhale, melt down. Inhale, come all the way up, one vertebrae at a time, reaching towards the sky. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, melt down. Inhale, walk the hands out. You can do modified plank or full plank this time. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Holding here, noticing your heartbeat. Maybe you're building a little bit of sweat. Maybe you're noticing your breath is picking up. Feel how your body is supporting you as you go through these different motions. When you're activating, when you are in rest, how they compare. How our body responds and how they support when we are in these different states. Pedaling out the feet, opening up the back body, and once you feel settled, coming to stillness. Beautiful. Inhale, right leg lifts. Open up that hip, bending the right knee, and just noticing how that front body starts to really activate. Gentle circles here, bringing the knee down to meet the left knee and opening up
and slowly coming back down to center. Pushing through the pads of the finger one more time here. Coming all the way through, nice big circle, really opening up the hips. Awesome, good stuff. Right leg extends, three-legged dog. Step all the way through, nose to knee. You can do this. Exhale, release the right foot down. Use the core, activate, and lift all the way up. Beautiful, into your crescent lunge. Awesome. Again, noticing your heart rate here, noticing if something feels challenging, noticing that self-talk that comes up when you're doing something that feels hard, and realizing that you can do anything. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, right arm comes back. Nice open side twist. Gaze comes back to the right hand if that's available. If this is too challenging, you can drop the back knee and release the toes. Same posture, same stretch, just different levels of intensity. Listen to your body. Inhale, bring the right arm all the way back forward. Awesome. Exhale, gentle pivot of the back foot, opening into our warrior one. If you need to bring the foot forward a little bit, do so. Exhale, release the hands down, intertwine the fingers. Inhale, proud chest. Exhale, slowly come down into humble warrior. Bringing the right elbow to the right knee. Letting the head be heavy. Pushing into the right heel. Feel the opening of the chest, the opening of the heart, the back body, the connection of the fingers, the support of the earth here, knowing I am supported. Inhale, use the core, engage, lift all the way back up. Beautiful, move through your vinyasa. Plant the hands down, step back, modified plank or full plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet. Again, finding your heart rate, noticing your body. If you need a break here, feel free to drop down to child's pose, letting the head be heavy on the mat. Collecting the breath, collecting your thoughts, noticing what's coming up. If you want to stay in your downward dog, you can meet me here when you're ready. Moving through to the other side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bend the left knee. Again, noticing how the front body opens here and the glute is activated. You can look under your right elbow, your right armpit, and you may see your left foot. Say hello. Come back through center and gently make some big hip circles. So we're really opening up through the hips, accentuating the movements. One more wherever you are. Inhale, left the foot, three-legged dog. Exhale, come all the way through. Bring the knee to the nose. Hold here. You are strong. You got this. You got this. Exhale. Gently place that left foot down. No thumping. Inhale, lift all the way up, crescent lunge. Pushing through the back right foot. Beautiful. Nice bend in the front knee. Hips are facing forward. Inhale, lengthen the arms. Exhale, gentle twist. Again, if this is too much, you can drop down the back knee. Release the toes. Otherwise, you can stay with me here. Gaze comes back towards the left hand. Inhale, come all the way back forward. Gaze comes up overhead, moving into our warrior one. Gently pivot the back foot forward. Plant the heel down on the earth, keeping a nice bend in the front knee. Exhale, fingers intertwine. Awesome, you're doing a great job. Inhale, proud chest. Exhale, slowly release down. Bringing the left shoulder into the left knee. Arms overhead, proud chest, open heart. Letting the head be heavy here. Pushing through the left heel. Feeling the support of the earth. Remembering, I am supported. Inhale, use your core. You've got this. Come all the way back up. Arms reach overhead. Beautiful. Exhale, release to a modified plank or full plank. Slowly come down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, open the legs, meet in a child's pose. Just rest here for a moment. Noticing the breath. noticing the heart rate. If you want to keep the palms down, feel free. If you want to open them up, if you are looking to receive today, playing around with what feels best for you. Feeling the support of Mother Earth beneath you, knowing that you are held and supported by her always. 2 more big breaths here. Awesome. If you have the palms flipped open, flip them back down to the mat. Slowly pushing yourself up into a seated position. Awesome. If you have some water, you can take a drink. All right. Gently pushing into the palms here, tuck the toes, coming into a malasana squat. So we're just going to roll back. Now, there's a few different ways that we can come into this posture, and it is definitely a challenging one depending on your level of flexibility, but no judgment, just notice where you're at. I'm going to face you so that you can see from the front, and then I'll also show you from the side. So your feet are flat on the earth. If you are propped up like this, so you can't quite get seated, use your block and bring that underneath the sit bones, and notice if that helps you release the feet so that they're flat on the ground and your weight has shifted onto the block. Elbows come in between the legs and holding here, nice, proud, open chest. If you do not require a block, that's fine. And you can meet me here, sinking a little deeper. Again, arms are between the elbows. This is our malasana. This is a great hip opener, really beautiful way, again, to feel the support of the earth on the feet to know that you are held. Showing you from the side, it's really important to have a proud chest here. We don't want to be dumping. We want to keep a nice long spine. Wherever you are, holding for a couple breaths, just so we can really work into these intense areas. We hold a lot of trauma and emotion within our hips, and just noticing if it feels sticky or dense, using the breath, big belly breath, breathing deep, imagining the air whirling through, twirling through, coming up through the hips, and exhale like you're blowing out candles, letting it all go. If you want to experiment, you can bring the left hand down, right arm reaches up. If that feels like too much, you can stay where you are. If you want to try the other side, right hand down, left arm reaches up. Beautiful. Coming back through center. Exhale, release the hands down, push through the pads of the feet, lifting into a halfway lift, heel toe the toes into the center. So the feet are hip distance apart. Exhale, slowly release, bringing the body up to a standing posture. Arms come up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Great. Going to work on a couple balancing postures as we work through the final steps of our flow. Coming into a place that you have some area behind you and in front. We're going to go through a few different variations. Shifting the weight into the left foot, you can kickstand the right foot into the ankle. If you're looking for a little more, you can come to the shin. If you're looking for a little more, you can come right into the top of the leg, above the knee, and opening up the hip here. So you want to have a nice open hips. Awesome. Your arms can come up overhead into tree pose. You can also cactus the arms. You can bring the hands to heart center, whatever feels best for you. If you're looking for a bit of a bigger challenge, keeping the weight in the left foot, slowly using the core, bring the right knee forward. Fingers, pointer and middle finger come to the big toe, left hand to the hip. Exhale, push the right leg forward. Nice big inhale, opening up to the side. Good stuff. Inhale, come back through center. Releasing the foot, use the core to hold. Slowly plant the right foot down. Just give a little jingle. Awesome. Switching sides. I'm just going to face the opposite direction so you can see from the side angle.
Kickstand the left foot into the right ankle. Option 2 to the shin. Option 3 all the way up. Nice open hips here. Once you find your drishti, so a point that you can focus on that's not moving, you can play around with the arms. You can bring them up overhead. You can move the arms, see if that throws off the balance at all. Use the core. If you fall over, congrats, you are human. If you want to cactus the arms, you can. If you want to take more challenging pose, use the core to lift the left leg towards the chest, right hand to the right hip, left pointer, middle finger, come in, extend the left foot forward. Nice big inhale, open up to the left. Beautiful. Inhale, come back through center. Without slingshotting, let go of the foot, bring it into the chest and slowly plant the foot down and just jiggle back and forth. Now, if you notice that maybe, for example, I'll show you how I do this. I cannot really get my leg completely straight, but if you notice, my arm is completely extended. So this is something that I learned. The more that I practice yoga, I learn a lot more about my body. My leg is just longer than my arm. And so no matter, how flexible I become, it's just not in my anatomy to possibly extend that far. So if you have a strap, that's a really good opportunity, and it can really help you come into the postures in a fuller expression. Straps do not limit your practice or mean that you can't do something. They're actually a really beautiful way to help your body extend and open in a way that you can actually meet the full expression of the posture. So that being said, if you want to try it again, if you have a strap, a belt, a bathrobe, feel free to do that after class. Coming to the front of the mat, we're going to slowly work our way down to the earth. So toes are touching, arms come up overhead, sitting down into a chair pose. So really sinking the weight back and down. Holding here, coming up on the toes if you want a bit of an extra challenge. Otherwise, you can keep the feet flat on the earth. Making sure we're not arching the back here, nice long spine. Inhale, we're going to slowly lower down. Don't get to the floor before me. Slowly, maybe your legs are starting to shake. Feels challenging, noticing that self-talk, you can do it. Awesome, release down to the earth and extend the legs out in front into a boat pose. Palms are facing up, beautiful. Holding here for a minute. Awesome, exhale, release the feet down to the earth. Scoot the bum back a little bit if you need. Awesome, okay. Extend the left leg in front. Right foot will come over the left. Kickstand the right arm behind you. Left arm comes all the way up. Hook the elbow to the knee. Gentle twist here. If you want to grab down on the glute to help you, you can. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twist a little deeper, similar to how we started class, and the gaze comes over the right shoulder. Nice flex foot here. Your left foot is flexed. Awesome. Inhale, gentle counter twist over to the left side. Good stuff. Right leg releases, left over top, left ankle is by the right knee. Kickstand your left hand back, right arm reaches all the way up, hook the right elbow to the left knee, gently wring out that rag of that dirty water, nice cleansing posture. Inhale, nice long spine. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Gaze comes over the left shoulder. Beautiful. Inhale, come back through center, butterflying the legs, soles of the feet touch. Either holding the feet here, you can hold the toes with the pointer and middle finger. Nice long spine. Exhale, slowly fold down. If you want to release the hands in front, that's fine, but we want to keep a long spine. And if you can go and bring the third eye to the floor, that's great. But you want to keep a nice long spine. We don't want to dump or start to bend our spine too much. Awesome. Inhale, come all the way back up. Slowly releasing down onto the earth. Plant the feet. Slowly, slowly release all the way down, one vertebrae at a time. Awesome. Extend the left leg. Right knee comes into the chest. Gentle pull here towards the armpit. Exhale, left hand, right knee, spinal twist. If you want to bend the left leg, you can. Extend the right arm out. Gaze follows. If that's too much, you can keep the gaze on the ceiling. You can close the eyes if you'd like for the rest of practice, and I'll guide you. Inhale, come back through center. Right leg extends. Left comes into the chest. Fingers are pulling on the shin, taking the left knee into the left armpit. Beautiful. Right hand, left knee, gentle twist over to the right, extending the left arm out, maybe bending the right leg underneath. Gaze over to the left hand or up to the ceiling, whatever is best for you. Inhale, come back through center. One gentle hug here, pulling the knees into the chest, maybe rocking back and forth, and releasing into our Shavasana. I will be ending class here today, so if you want to stay in Shavasana for 2 minutes or 20 minutes, do whatever feels best for you. Coming back to your intention one last time before we close out today. Coming back to our mantra, I am supported. Feeling the earth on the heels, the calves, backs of thighs, glutes, back of hands, elbows, shoulder blades, cradling the head. I am supported. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.